Hello, squatters. We're back with another one. There's always something that is happening. Um, so I don't know. Maybe I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a legal person. I'm not a jurist person. But I have few concerns. Recently, the allegations against the deputy president of the MKP, Dr. Hlophe, which were a little bit, disturbing. And then now he approached his legal team to draft a demand for an apology and for the withdrawal of the remarks that the former Mpumalanga convenor, Mary Phadi, should withdraw her remarks and all of that. So there's two ways. I'm not sure, but people who are exposed to law will be able to clarify this in a very simple context. Number one, it's a case from internally from the MKP. It is a case that I feel it really needs to be attended to, and this issue must be properly ventilated. At the same time, from a legal point of view, the lawyers representing Dr. Hlophe are stating defamatory remarks, that this is a defamation of character and you need to withdraw. On behalf of our clients, this is what we are saying. So if you don't withdraw, this matter will further go to a constitutional court, and then so that it becomes now a formal case, a formal complaint, and they are actually threatening to sue her if she doesn't withdraw her remarks. Remember, she attended the interview recently at Newzroom Afrika, and then she was, spilling all the beans there. Now, we are sitting with a challenge here. This letter, which is a 3-page letter, it's a friendly letter, by the way. There's nothing wrong, because lawyers use the same language when they want you to surrender to something or to submit to something. They will state all the illegalities and all of that. They'll state that this is defamatory, you need to withdraw, you need to apologize, you need to stop discussing this on all social media platforms. And I'm coming now to realize that our legal system is not static and should not be static, because now we are in social media spaces, and everything that you say on a social media, you need to really be careful, because it might be, maybe at a later stage, be used against you, especially if you targeting individuals and speaking ill about them in a sense that, in a destructive way, maybe interfering in their personal life, or maybe saying something that might impact on their personal life. We talk about politicians all the time. Politicians, they are public figures, and we must criticize them all the time because we want them to do the right thing. But we stop on their work, not getting into their personal space. Now, here's my concern, that this letter has got two faces. It's sort of, yes, exercising his constitutional rights, Dr. Hlophe, by issuing that letter. Maybe he knows that she doesn't have a substantial proof to support her statement or her allegations. Or maybe, I don't know, it's both ways. But at the same time, it sounds more like Dr. Hlophe is trying to bully Mary Phadi so that she can withdraw, and so she's going to look like someone who actually fabricated a false information in order to defame his character, to defamate his character. I don't know. That's how I feel. People who are exposed to these things maybe will be able to elaborate further to make us understand. And then now, in that same letter, they are telling her how to apologize, in a sense that this is what you need to say. I withdraw by saying this and all of that, and then the falsified information. This matter has not been tested. Here's my view. Why can't the MKP call both parties? Because this is a grievance from within. And now because she has come out, yes, it becomes a defamation of character if she does not have any substantial amount of proof that she can produce that this is the message he sent to me. I don't know actually what exactly did Dr. Hlophe say to her, but it sounded like he was actually making those advances. We don't know about it. Both of them knows exactly the content of that particular message. So the quickest way to resolve this matter is for an internal disciplinary proceeding from within the MKP. Now the disciplinary committee have to call both parties. This one of defamation of character is a separate matter, but this one of internal disciplinary measures that should be taken from within the party to say, listen, you guys are now becoming, the Casanovas of our political party, and we are worried about you might bring the party into disrepute and all of that. So let them call them as a matter of urgency. Because since Angela, as the spokesperson for the MKP, has attended the interview, we haven't had anything lately that this is what we have done, or we have sent out requests to say we're requesting both these parties to appear in a disciplinary committee so this matter can be properly ventilated. Because leaving issues hanging unresolved might also cause a problem. As people who are spectators, who are watching from outside, we are not inside. We don't know exactly what are the squabbles and what are the internal factions that are happening from within the MKP. But as people who are watching from outside, we might somehow feel like maybe if this matter is not properly resolved, there's no disciplinary hearing that is being held to properly investigate further if this is what has actually happened. Giving two parties, the other one to lodge, to state the side of their story in a sense that they are going to explain, this is what he said to me, that I felt he was actually making advances. And at the same time, also for Dr. Hlophe, he needs to be given an opportunity, because we have seen these things happening before that, women lie, about men claiming that, you know how South Africa is now, because we have got people who were never privileged enough to access the legal protection and all of that, maybe proper lawyers, you get to be misrepresented, and then now you end up maybe being in prison for false accusations, even including rape, by the way, and all of that. So this is a very sensitive matter in a sense that it is dealing with senior party members and people who are actually prominent within the party and also both in the society. Because also Dr. Hlophe is someone who has got a lot of experience in the legal fraternity, and then his credentials will stay, despite the fact that he was impeached. Those were politics there in the Western Cape. We don't know exactly what happened. Only people who were in the tribunal and all of that, they know exactly what happened. Was it a political witch hunt because of affiliation with Jacob Zuma, or was it really something which was tangible to say, listen, you were corrupt here? My concern with this impeaching of judges and all of that, it's more like it's a witch hunt. To me, sometimes I feel like, no, but this is just a witch hunt. I think this is some kind of victimization and all of that. Because if you can check also the cases of the Mbengo, I don't want to preempt. I don't want to prejudge this whole matter because this matter is still under review and all of that. But you can sense on that case that this was some sort of interaction between two people who had a conversation for the longest time. It didn't pop up like the Dr. Hlophe issue that, no, he just sent me this message. I think he was actually making advances. No, there was interaction for such a long time. And then later on, someone or the other party claims to have been abused by the other party. So that is a little bit complex issue. But this one, I'm of the view that if Mary has got a tangible proof, she should not apologize. She should not withdraw. She stands to prove to us that I have proof and I will not withdraw. If she withdraws and apologizes and all of that, now we are going to look at her like, so you were just formulating these whole allegations. I don't know what exactly were you hoping to achieve, or maybe you wanted to throw Dr. Hlophe under the bus. We need to be very careful on this issue. But it is a serious allegation involving the third largest political party in our country. And it might dent the image of the party if it's not properly ventilated to say what exactly happened and how are we going to resolve this issue. We stand to see, I don't know, people who are involved in the legal system, they may at least shed a light to us that no, yes, it's a separate matter, maybe defamation of character, separate. Internal proceeding for the hearing in the MKP, it's a separate matter. She might win this one by having a proof, but she might lose the other one through maybe the court failing to prove, or maybe otherwise. You know, courts always are unpredictable. They find matters otherwise all the time. We can't really know exactly what are the outcomes going to be, because these two people have to sit in a courtroom. The other one will have to prove the other one wrong and all of that. So if you are accusing someone of something, you stand, you carry that responsibility to prove this person who is a defendant stays this side to say, I did not do it. When not the plaintiff, you stand to prove that this is what really happened. Then the court will issue a verdict on them. I don't know, squatters. We'll keep engaging. Let me hear from you what you think about this matter, because it's worrisome. Because if they carry this issue over without addressing it, it is going to be like having a cloud hanging over their head with unresolved issues. And I hope they pay attention to this, because parties like EFF and other parties, they will always pull that card in parliament to say, you say you are clean, here's your card. Now, what did you do with this matter and all of that? I believe MKP must pay attention and have this issue resolved. I'll hear from you, squatters. Those who have not subscribed, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, please like, and I want to thank people who have been watching my content from day one, who have subscribed, who continue to be loyal, to watch my content. I'm waiting to hear everyone's view about this matter. Dr. Hlophe versus Mary Phadi. Let's hear what you guys think about this matter.